tagged Budget of Economic Growth and Sustainability. The 16.39 trillion naira proposed budget for 2022, as presented by President Muhammadu Buhari, seems to be fine with federal lawmakers. President Buhari had said that the 2022 budget is the first in the country's history where MDAs were clearly advised on gender-responsive budgeting. And for female lawmakers, this is cheering news.
I'm also happy that all MDAs have been directed to have a gender component of the budget of 2022.
Pushing for this gender inclusiveness, knowing that we are tired of being there to we are being. And so for President to say it, we have hope.
The lawmakers also support the president's stance on revenue generation.
In terms of revenue drive, I think I support that position of ensuring that we have increased revenue from our various MDAs, because we have the potentials to grow enough revenue or raise enough revenue to support the funding of the Nigerian budget.
The budget size is 16.39 trillion naira. That shows that it's a tremendous progress in the economy. And as the president has said, for the first time, the return revenue of the government is stood at 10.13, and also while the expenditure also stood at more than 16.39 trillion, and it's the right step in the right direction.
Budget reallocation to projects has been a concern for federal lawmakers. The House at some point considered and passed through second reading a bill to ensure that at least 40% of the budget is allocated to capital projects. The proposed capital expenditure of 5.35 trillion naira in the 2022 budget, which is about 31% of the total budget, seems acceptable to federal lawmakers.
The need for continued infrastructural spending and investment in capital projects is one that we cannot run away from, because this is the way that money can percolate, to different strata.
Another area which I'm happy about is the level of commitment shown by Mr. President in the proposal on the issue of infrastructural development. A lot of emphasis has been put on the issue of healthcare, issue of education.
I think the rate at which we abandon projects every year is embarrassing. It doesn't really, show a lot of sense in the fiscal management of our economy.
The sectoral breakdown of the budget is expected to be made available to lawmakers by the Minister of Finance in the coming weeks as they prepare to commence budget defense, intent on passing the budget before the end of the year. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.